Welcome to Timeless Chronicles, surprisingly accurate historical details in Deadwood. The settlement should have never existed. One of the reasons for Deadwood's unique popularity as a mining town in the 1870s was that it had been untouched by previous gold rushes. The area was inside Sioux territory, where outsiders couldn't legally settle. The Black Hills Gold Rush attracted thousands of miners. When the miners came to the settlement, they came in droves. At its height, the town was quite a bit larger than its television facsimile. In 1876, there were around 3,000 residents and almost 200 businesses in the town. The boom generated $1 billion in gold, but the economy couldn't stay strong. The problem with booms is they eventually end, and the bigger the boom, the sharper the decline. The Black Hills represented one of the richest gold finds in American history, generating over $1 billion in revenue over the course of its mining operations. Al Swearengen was real and even more vicious than he is on the show. Ian McShane's Al Swearengen is one of the all-time great TV villains. Ruthless and profane, but not without his gentle moments, he's the ultimate survivor in a show full of survivors. Jack McCall really did kill Wild Bill Hickok over a game of cards. When Wild Bill Hickok told an unbelievable story about his adventures, and someone asked how he survived a dangerous situation, he would reply, "I didn't." Calamity Jane constantly told tall tales about her life and exploits. Born in 1852, Martha Jane Canary came to be known as Calamity Jane, a nickname she earned during her teenage years, during which time she was likely a sex worker. She left that life behind when she hitched a ride with a group of soldiers and arrived in Deadwood. Seth Bullock left his family behind until he tamed the town. Just like in the show, the real Seth Bullock came to town to open a hardware store. In the wake of Bill Hickok's slaying, however, the town wanted a lawman. Bullock had been a county sheriff in Montana and was likely the only citizen with law enforcement experience. The settlement's Chinatown was also booming today. The term Chinatown may conjure up images of downtown San Francisco, city streets lined with red lanterns, and noisy, boisterous fish markets. Even some of the smallest villages in the West had Chinatowns, though, or certain districts where Asian immigrants gathered, ran businesses, and participated in the economic booms and busts that came with the gold rush. George Hearst went on to a future in politics, and his son founded a media empire. So many legendary people showed up in the settlement around the same time that it can be somewhat hard to believe in retrospect. While there are minor inconsistencies and debates about the show's authenticity, the major points are largely accurate. Reverend Smith is connected to St. Paul, and so is the entire show. One of the most affecting moments of the first season is the passing of Reverend Smith, who was finished off as a mercy by Al Swearengen after an epileptic fit. Jack McCall's trial is the basis for one of the longest-running plays in the country. After taking out Wild Bill Hickok, Jack McCall was apprehended and subjected to an impromptu trial by his fellow citizens. This trial didn't unfold in Swearengen's saloon, as in the episode The Trial of Jack McCall, but instead took place in the nearby McDaniels Theater. McCall was tried and acquitted, claiming Hickok had slain his brother in Kansas. Al Swearengen's Gem Theater burned down 3 times. The Gem Theater was Al Swearengen's pride and joy. After opening the saloon in 1876, Swearengen used it to lure working-class girls into a life of sex work and debt. It may have been a successful business model, but the building itself didn't have such great luck. There's debate over how much people cursed in the Old West. One of the hallmarks of Deadwood is the near-constant stream of profanity that tumbles from the mouths of its characters. Al Swearengen regularly goes on epic, profanity-laced monologues. Did these pioneers really swear this way? The answer, maybe. Linguistic historians have their doubts, saying the insults used most on the show emerged at the end of the century and wouldn't be in common usage around the 1870s and 80s.